Hi folks, I'm Steve Hindy with Showing Animals Respect and Kindness. I want to introduce you to Ryan Jackson, or as we call him, Ly'in Ryan. Ryan Jackson is the Chief of Staff for Oklahoma U.S. Senator Jim Inhofe, or as we call him, Senator Psychopath. Ly'in Ryan and Senator Psychopath make quite a team. Inhofe and his supporters blast away at live pigeons, many of whom are banded, that are thrown right up in front of them, while Ryan Jackson lies about it to the world. In this video, we'll look at what Ryan Jackson said on Senator Inhofe's Facebook account. Jackson claimed that a story reported by Oklahoma City television station KFOR was aired without an opportunity for response from the Inhofe team. Common sense says that this is false. KFOR reported on Senator Inhofe's pigeon slaughter and did first try to contact the Inhofe team for balance, and because it would have made for a better story. Because animal abusers like Inhofe and his Chief of Staff, Ryan Jackson, always lie, thus making the story better. But since I cannot prove that point firsthand, I'll move to the parts of Jackson's statement that I can directly refute. 2 days after Senator Inhofe's bloodletting event, shark investigators went to the shoot area and recovered 29 live survivors. In Ryan Jackson's statement, he says, "We simply do not trust that Steve Hindy found birds injured by our hunters and left in the field days later." We understand how someone as duplicitous as Ryan Jackson has trust issues. Fortunately, Ly'in Ryan doesn't have to rely on trust. We have video documentation. Jackson claims that Steve Hindy arrived to the Friday afternoon event late and could not get the footage he hoped. As a result, he stood at the gate to the private property screaming sexually explicit profanity at personnel that were hired to keep the event secure. The first part of Jackson's statement is true. We did arrive late, and we can show you why. The Inhofe vehicles traveled in one line. A few vehicles in the Inhofe line then slowed to a dangerous crawl on a 65-mile-per-hour highway so that the rest of the Inhofe cowards could race ahead.
They're going 23 miles an hour on a 65 miles an hour road. That's an accident waiting to happen.
That's both dangerous and illegal, but corrupt law enforcement in Oklahoma will do nothing to Inhofe. One vehicle from our side was farther up the Inhofe line, so it was able to come back and lead the other activist vehicles in, albeit a little late. The good news is that the Inhofe killing spree was much smaller than in years past because we put them under so much pressure. We have a stranglehold on this event, and it's working. The attendance to Inhofe slaughter is dropping. In fact, some Inhofe creeps were still arriving at the slaughter while the others were running out. As for Jackson's claim that I stood at the gate screaming sexually explicit profanity, I can't show documentation for something that didn't happen. However, any number of security people and Jackson himself, seen here at the chain, it wasn't a gate, would have filmed it with their phone cameras. They didn't film any supposed sexually explicit profanity because it didn't happen. Ryan Jackson hasn't posted any evidence because he is a liar. Ly'in Ryan goes on to claim that the following day I chose to single out a 75-year-old man by putting a camera in his face. Fortunately, we do have footage of that incident, and it shows that Ryan Jackson is lying yet again. As you can clearly see, I did not put a camera in the man's face. I filmed everyone at this event, and this individual chose to react by committing a battery. What is interesting is that a day earlier, the same individual can be seen videotaping us intently with his phone. This guy had a thing for us, and it played out the day after. He is far from being some innocent old grandpa. Ly'in Ryan Jackson, it just never ends. While Senator Psychopath is already known to millions as an extremist buffoon, Ryan Jackson is less known, but he deserves recognition for being every bit as scummy as his boss. I'm Steve Hindy for Showing Animals Respect and Kindness.